we heard from morning, agroecology is a science, a practice, and a social movement. As a farmer, what have you done in your capacity? What is happening in Nebbi? What is the evidence that we can use from the centers that you've established for us to be able to accelerate agroecology for climate action? Yes.
Okay, thank you. A wonderful afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mak-kristo Savior. I'm a farmer and a social entrepreneur. In Nebbi, we sat down as a team of youth, seeing the visible impacts of climate change. We thought and we resolved that we are a solution. So we sat down and came up with a clear vision of improving rural livelihood and creating sustainable food systems for everyone in the community. Then we had a mission to promote agroecology principles and rural entrepreneurship through FAFSI, farmer-to-farmer knowledge sharing. So we took a step and we started with the support from ActionAid early this year. We started an agroecology center with a group of 30 youth. We are so strategic that we want to do agroecology and everything about climate resilience and mitigations of effects of climate change, adaptations. That was our focus. So far, we grew from having the 30 members who were trained to train more 540. In the cell that we are working in, we have one village called PIDA, where every home must have a kitchen garden. We have successfully done that. We went on an extra mile and thought of the greenhouse gas emissions. We launched a program of planting 1 million trees in the next 3 years. After the launch, we laid down strategies on how we can achieve that. On day one, we planted 1,000 trees. From that time till now, in a period of less than 5 months, we have planted 12,180 trees. These are nitrogen-fixing plants, trees, the likes of Caliandra, Lucina gliricidia, to empower the soils, because most of our soils are depleted as if in response to the report we're getting in the morning. And it's visible. These are things not coming from somewhere else, but things that are happening. So we put focus on planting nitrogen-fixing plants, indigenous tree species that support undergrowth. We planted fruit trees to promote nutrition and healthy living in our communities. We went on to involve our leaders. I can say we have successfully transformed their minds, right from the DPO to the entire production department in the district and the municipal council. We tell them, yes, the instructions and what you're working under supports the other side of the GMOs. But as we're talking of a kind of a resilient kind of farming, let's focus to our resilient and sustainable systems and are fully adapting to the resilient systems using the agroecological practices. We have had challenges of unreliable rainfall. We get rains, massive rains at an unexpected time, but we need to carry on production throughout the year. So we created systems and we are having water harvesting technologies that we have put in place that anyone can easily adopt. In line to the current PDM, ActionAid supported us to have a governance training on cooperatives, to have a more strategic approach to how cooperatives are run than being motivated by the money that is given, but having a collective reason on why to start a cooperative. And this is fully functioning with support from the CDO and the finance officers in the district and the municipal council. Then we are talking of social inclusion in agroecology. You can't do agroecology without social inclusion. We have people from all walks of life. We have the elders. We have the young, who are the majority. We have the women. Above all, we don't leave out knowledge sharing in agroecology. We are working together and closely with the Allure systems are still so sustainable when it comes to the cultural sector. Our cultural leaders, we're working hand in hand with them to see how we can fully adopt and practice agroecology. We are working with the religious leaders. We are working with our district leaders. We are working with the local council, right from LC1 to LC5. More so to implement the issue of planting trees. We have incorporated, every challenge is giving us a solution. We are having a challenge of bush burning that is rampant in northern part of Uganda because we have vast land. So we brought in that approach of planting 1 million trees. If everyone has trees, it will become a community concern if one person lights a fire. So we are working hand in hand with the cultural leaders, with the political actors, and the entire leadership of the native villages we are working in, so that everyone can have trees, so that we can be able to mitigate those effects of climate change. And maybe the last one, for now, yes. We are looking at every fruit you eat. I'm sure everyone ate a fruit today. You have eaten part of the soil. So we believe we have to keep all the types of people. We have the soil people, who are the microbes in the soil, who are the earthworms, who are those living things in the soil. We have to protect them. We have people, the four-legged animals. Those are the four-legged people. We call them the people. So we are protecting them. How? Not using any synthetic herbicides. Not using any synthetic pesticide and whatsoever. So we try to see a way of incorporating plants in a garden that will provide not only nitrogen, but everything that lives needs three things. Needs a house, needs air, and food. So we provide food for those animals by making organic pesticides, making organic fertilizers. We are also providing houses for them. We do mulching, we do plant cover crops to make sure that we have the best yields. We begin by protecting the soil. Basically, that's what I can say for now. I beg to submit for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Xavier, for bringing us into speed to understand the farmer perspective, but also for us to understand what are the farmers doing in their different communities out there. And that brings me to my next question, which I would like Charles